In this video I will tell you 6 reasons why your dough is not rising. You know, the leavening process is something we need to take care of since the very start of the operation. Once you finish kneading the dough, do not forget it on the table. Do not take it only when it's time to bake. Have a look at it early on so you can see if it's starting to move somehow. You can track how it's going, and you can also put in place an emergency move when possible. Now, the reason number 1 why your dough is not rising, it's the yeast is too old or worse expired. This means it's not alive anymore and it will not breathe anymore. Therefore, it will not produce the gas we need to make our dough rise and shine. When I say you should take care of the dough since the start, I really mean it. If you're not sure about the date you open the package, then you should test the yeast before you start kneading. Reason number 2, many recipes explain you need to stir the yeast into some water. They call for warm water, lukewarm water, and then maybe they pour steaming water. Remember, if you increase too much the temperature, you risk killing the yeast. Consider that it will be happy when the temperature is anywhere in between 20 and 40 degrees Celsius. The peak of its activity occurs at 36 degrees, but it starts decreasing at 42 degrees. At 55 degrees, the yeast dies. So I suggest using room temperature, just play it safe. Reason number 3, that's classic. Perhaps you mixed salt and yeast together at the same time. This is a risky move because salt is hygroscopic. It absorbs humidity and it will absorb it from the yeast as well. If salt and yeast stay too close for too long, salt will inevitably kill yeast. Again, play safe, keep them separate. Maybe you can mix them together and start kneading very quickly, but if something happens, don't tell I didn't warn you. Now, I'm sure you noticed the first 3 reasons were all connected to the yeast. If any of these happen, you can try to fix the dough with an emergency move I will show you in my next video, so stay tuned, don't miss out, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You will be the first to know when I will upload the video, and you will give me some support, which I will appreciate. But let's continue. The next 3 reasons are all connected to the dough. Reason number 4 is too cold. Stressed people like me enjoy when the temperature is 15 degrees, but the yeast doesn't. It starts becoming lazy when the temperature falls below 20 degrees Celsius. Consequently, your dough will slow down. The lower the temperature, the slower it will go. This is not a desperate situation. It's easy to give a gentle push to the whole leavening. You only need to increase the temperature a bit. I'm not implying you should turn on the heating. I wouldn't do it. Mamma mia, never. But if you know that your room temperature is too low, stick your dough in the oven with the light on. Reason number 5, maybe you left the dough uncovered. A dry crust has been created on the surface, and this layer is so stiff. It's actually too stiff, and it has prevented the dough from rising. Never forget to take care of your dough. You want to keep it covered and safe from drafts. Personally, I don't like covering it with that damp cloth, as many recommend, because at some point the cloth will not be damp anymore. It will be almost useless. So use some cling film, the lid of your favorite pot, a book, just cover it. Reason number 6, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, you should consider hitting the thumbs up and maybe start thinking about a comment. Reason number 6, the dough might be unbalanced because you put too much flour and it is not really hard and the yeast struggles to push it up. Also, if your dough was hard, chances are it was covered in cracks and it didn't stick together nicely. If the gluten is not nice and uniform all over, it will not capture all the gas produced by the yeast, and as I said, the dough will struggle rising. To avoid this, I will recommend a certain ratio between water and flour. I will never ever go lower than at least 60-62%.